What's up, everybody? We are here playing a game I've wanted to try for a while. I've had it on my list for a very long time, never played it. Call of Cthulhu. I'm a big fan of eldritch nonsense and cosmic horror and the deep abyss of true madness. So, I am very curious how this is gonna go. Let's enter madness, shall we? Oh, right, just because, my god, some of these games are dark as fuck. That didn't feel good. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. I get that. I feel like you should be more worried about losing your office and home from not being able to pay bills than just losing your license. What do I know? I feel like you could probably still get by being an unlicensed detective, just under the books, under the table. That's what I mean. Wake your bay up, yeah. Enter madness. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Okay. Those are fish parts, my guy. Oh, we just start in the shit. Okay. Ooh. We need a thing. Oh, no, we don't. Hello? Would anyone like to tell me why I'm down here? I'm quite curious myself. Ooh. How? How do I do? With this? Hello? Maybe let's not be next to the water. Don't mind me, I'm just, getting out of here if possible.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Okay. I can do that too, you know. When a voice inside my head whispers to me, surely I am dead. But no, in fact, I'm just in bed, dreaming dreams of painted lead. Oh,
Fight. You have been chosen.
run! It says run, I'm gonna run! You can't choose me!
Behold. Everything has already been written.
Well, they look fun.
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Whew! Fun dream.
Whiskey.
Stop drinking it then, dumbass. A private detective agency contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency after the Great War. I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment. I'm dying. Ooh, I got level ups. I mean, I can't do it yet, but interesting. Yeah, drink some more whiskey.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
The case. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface some from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? My dick.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar high, made it like the way I close this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Turn that shit off. I'm trying to be a cold, hard detective.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
What you want?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is
Okay.
that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. Really score for skill. Spot hidden represents find hidden object. Really good chance of finding. Okay. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. Drunk. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
You're aggressive, my guy. You got a checkered past.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
Yeah, I didn't even have that drink.
It means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She
Your fingers
is
were
dead.
weird.
Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness, or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
Shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decided on a domestic incident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? Press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins have been sent from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Okay. Let's investigate.
There's a symbol on the man's chest. It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Okay. Let's ask some questions.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory.
Yeah.
Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That's what you must find out.
Okay.
Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions, if you knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
It's got the kind of like janky early Xbox feel, but I'm not an early PS2 feel, but I'm not against it.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions warehouse.
That's right.
And you think...
That is what... Go to Dark...
I
Okay.
think I'm beginning to understand.
I get
I'm
you.
willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's set things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire.
Yep.
Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
Okay.
All right. I'll take the case. Go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
No, not really.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting time at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater since the 14th century and is so rich with the many memories left by its lost tribe. Don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature stored beneath the walls of long-abandoned cave. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Dark. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Alright, well, let's go. I'm assuming we don't need anything else, right? Oh. Like some medicine. Cool. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Metz-Argonne Offensive. Ooh, that was not a good one. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion. Whew, okay. The American units have suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire. Yeah, they got shelled by both sides. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered to have lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Okay. We got our information here. Well, he looks creepy. And these are my only clues. Ooh, I like detective shit. Alright, let's do this. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue she left her father a disturbing painting. The shipping label and address. A warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Yes, 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 yes. Probably gonna stop around the 30-minute mark because my wife will be home then. And she's had a very hard weekend, so I want to let her play the Xbox for a little while. We only got the one Xbox. Maybe one day. I don't even have like the nicest Xbox. It's just like the slim. One day I plan on upgrading stuff and getting a desktop computer and having the full setup. That day is not today. Is your mom home? No, she's not. It is time for you to eat, though. Alright, we're just gonna go a little into this and then we're gonna stop. Dun 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 ba da ba da.
We're almost there.
Ah? I'm almost done. Call of Cthulhu. Dun 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 dun. Well, this place is top-notch creepy.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
Okay.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Appreciate it, Captain Fitzroy. You know, you actually, you kind of seem on the up and up. What's going on over here?
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice.
Man, you got an untrustworthy face.
Allow me to do my job.
You
Okay.
can't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's
That
something
one
coming.
voice actor. You can't understand, you're not
Don't
sailors.
put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You shysters, you're crazy.
Damn stupid idiots.
Is that not the lantern from my dream? Is this just the same guy copy pasted?
Hey, be careful.
I like that move. Spit at me, motherfucker. Eat fucking
Let's get him
countertop.
another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
This will affect my destiny? What? Because I had one drink? What's that gonna do to my destiny? Fuck destiny.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Okay, I like that.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Enough, yeah.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I
Oh.
see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors.
What kind of rumors?
Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night.
Ooh.
Screams,
Love it.
that sort of thing.
Love it.
Screams.
And that's not all.
Get me intrigued.
There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it.
I love
But I'll
superstitions.
Say no more. Anything else?
No, that's good. That's good.
That'll be all for now.
Appreciate it. You've been helpful. I hope you enjoyed eating the fucking bar, bitch. So you stared at me awfully hard. Are we gonna talk?
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Okay. Sorry I bothered you.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Ooh. Ooh, look at you. You're fun.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Interesting. Well, you're gonna make more sense later, I
The
hope.
miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Miraculous catch. The Skiller returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope the crew of the Skiller, what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Besides what went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. Their surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There's no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Where else were in? Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up from June for fishing, workshop, to storage activities. You can kind of be your favorite newspaper. That's warehouse 36. Natural been at the stranded whale to celebrate the return of our brave whales of the ship to invite you to blah blah blah. Anyone else to talk to?
You have no right to treat us like this.
There's an asylum here.
Doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You see.
Alright, I think we've absorbed as much ambient information as we can. What's that?
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
I want to know how I affected my destiny by fucking drinking that shit. What did I do? Am I an alcoholic forever now because I had one drink?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep them under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier, Cat. Find me. I'm just investigating
Fishing.
your place.
Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. A Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Nice. I'm learning medicine.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
That is Daddy's leg. Alright, Fitzroy, what you got to talk to me about?
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
There we go.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
You right here? No? Oh, there you are.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Yeah.
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past.
Okay.
Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I did.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
I'm here to help, man.
Blackmail.
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Ooh, you got a nice voice.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
Thanks,
Come
Fitzroy.
back and see me when you've got something new.
Nah, you want to know what's going on. Okay. right? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're good. Roy Mitchell. Interesting. So this game is a lot about exploring the environment, figuring out shit that's going on. Oh, they moved it.
There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Investigate that statue. St. Brendan the Navigator.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Interesting. That's a big fucking warehouse. It probably was where they brought the whales in to butcher them. Oh, we're at 50 minutes. Can I just save? I'm getting invested already because I love investigation shit, figuring stuff out, man. Can I just save though? What was the last checkpoint? I bet it was talking to Guy.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there.
I'm gonna wander
It's
everywhere.
dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay. You guys know anything?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
You guys
What do you
are.
mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us.
Look at them, they're staring at us
Those
too.
assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
Yeah.
So we drink.
The two guys behind you, what are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
You gotta talk to everybody with this kind of game. I really wish I knew how to save. That's definitely where I gotta go. I'm just gonna test it, because even if it's... I could just do the shit again. What about you guys over here? You know what? Hoping it'll save. Looks like it is. Okay. We're going to call that here. It's a slow start, but this is the kind of game that builds up, and I'm excited because I like investigating and figuring out a puzzle. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Nosfertup and the Call of Cthulhu. Please like, comment, and subscribe to make the channel bigger, better, harder, faster, stronger. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. You're beautiful as hell. Hope you're having a great night, morning, evening, day, birthday, if you have one. Bye-bye.